Hey, welcome to 3 Takeaways. This is an agency new business video series where we focus on one new business category and give you 3 takeaways to try to help you improve your new business program. So I'm Lee McKnight Jr. I'm VP of Sales at RSW, and we are an outsourced new business development firm, and we help agencies and marketing services firms to help them drive new business and get closer to actually closing that business. So today, we are talking about prospecting broadly, but more specifically, we're talking about direct mail as a prospecting tool. So for the past 5 years, a little bit of exposition here for you. We have released the New Business Tools Report with Mirren Business Development. So what that is essentially is we sent out a survey, and agencies all over the country and Canada will take that, we'll come back with a report on the tools that they use to help them with new business. So interestingly, one of the tools that is not typically in that report and should be is snail mail. Yes, old school snail mail. You would be surprised, or maybe not, how many agencies kind of look at us sometimes when we mention how effective snail mail or direct mail can be these days. And they shouldn't be surprised because it is extremely effective still, and we'll get into a little bit of why. So your first takeaway is a stat. 36% of marketers learn about new agencies from mailings. So it's a part of every program here at RSW, and I personally use it when I'm reaching out to agencies as an initial introduction. So what I do, I send a simple letter on our letterhead, personally signed. Sometimes we'll include a one-pager, but at the end of the day, a written letter can still be really effective as a table setter, something that could make what could be a cold call warmer, because the one thing is every prospect remembers it. Even if it's sitting on the side of their desk, maybe they haven't even read it yet, they always remember that they've gotten something, and typically they'll open it. So it's a great way to get in the door. And we know from experience, it's pretty tough for agencies to handle new business internally, even tougher to create content and the materials that support them. But the thing about a letter is, as you might imagine, super easy to write, very easy to send out. Obviously, you're dropping it in the mail. It's very cost effective. And lastly, it's really effective as a way to stand out. And I'll explain why in a second if you don't already know. But in our agency client programs, we take it a little bit of a step further. So we'll have our new business directors hand sign a letter, but it's included by some kind of collateral piece. And that piece is typically very simple, not too copy intensive, but it's something, again, that they use to set the table. So here's takeaway number 2. The letter doesn't have to be earth-shattering. In fact, you gotta keep it simple. So the key is to make sure a couple of things. 1, it's concise. It's not too copy-intensive. 2, you gotta show some of your work, in a limited but an effective way. And 3, you gotta make sure you define your value prop as succinctly as you can. Takeaway number 3, snail mail is only one tool in your toolbox. Gotta remember that. Snail mail works because it's an uncluttered space. Now, think about this. When was the last time you actually got a letter signed by a human? It doesn't happen anymore, or happens very rarely. And so it's an opportunity for you to get in front of your competition and get something in front of your prospects they're not getting a lot of. So it's only the start of the process, though, and that's the one thing you've got to remember. You've got to follow up, and you've got to follow up a day or two after at the most to take advantage of that uncluttered space. So I'm going to leave you with this. It's a little further proof, if you will. This is an actual email response I received from an agency. I'm going to read it to you here. First of all, I'm impressed with the timing of the letter and the email. I just received the letter today, and since we get so little snail mail except invoices, and even most of those are sent electronically these days, it was distinctive. And I'd be happy to chat with you what's your availability next week. So what I tell you and leave you with is, you got to embrace the snail. So I hope you enjoyed 3 takeaways, and I hope you come back. We've got a lot of content on our blog, a lot of good resources at the URL that you see below. And if you're interested in our programs for agencies and helping them drive new business, you can go to RSWUS.com. And please make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more 3 takeaways videos. Would love for you to share and like the video. If you could, get it out there. We're excited to bring you more. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.